After a pretty eventful day 4 in Miami, we've switched hotels, so I hate to say it, but the Spanish radio our frequency was picking up is gone. And now all we have is the memories. I don't know. Why? It's clear he just wants his golden boot back.
But I think Sanchez has got 1 year to go, and we have no need to make money.
Alternate or real?
What channel is it on?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. And we switched hotels because we are guests of Heineken for El Clasico this Saturday, and they have some crazy events lined up for the next few days. I mean, crazy. And I'm gonna be giving away tickets to the game. So follow me on Snapchat at CimmyJonrad, CIMMYJONRAD, or Insta and Twitter at JimmyConrad. And if you want, if you're feeling pretty good and you really like them, go to Mike K's. It's at creator_K on Insta, and Mike the Bike 15 on Snap. Mike the Bike. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's all you could come up with? Embarrassing. So yes, follow him, follow me to see what's going down and how you guys can win the tickets, or you can just wait for the vlog we're putting together next week. I'll let you decide. Though if you wait for the vlog next week, you're gonna miss out on the tickets, so yeah, you should just follow us. Also, a pickup game is happening on Friday night at 7 p.m. in Doral at Soccer Planet USA. So if you're in Miami and you want to hang out, you know where to find me. But this is happening tomorrow, and we need to talk about some stuff today, like me nailing my prediction for the Gold Cup final. Roll the clip. So I believe that the US is gonna win this one 2-1. Yes, I am a prediction god. But the best part for me was that my last competitor at Skill Check, Jordan Morris, scored the game winner in the 88th minute after he got beat on a corner kick for Jamaica's goal. So I've got 2 things to say about this. One, I can't tell you how impressed I am that Jordan shook off the disappointment of letting the team down when he got beat for that goal, because I would have been like, oh my god, I'm so sad, I feel bad for myself. But then he remained composed enough to score and battle through the adversity, and I think that says a lot about him as a person. And 2, I'm pretty sure I can now claim that I was the reason why that happened. Beating me at Skill Check gave him the confidence to score a goal in the final of a major competition. So you're welcome, Jordan. Also, for everybody else, I'll put the link to the highlights of this game, the Gold Cup final, in the description so you guys can check it out, and a link to Skill Check if you haven't seen it yet. Also, did you guys hear about Dom Dwyer? The Englishman turned American citizen who just represented the US in the Gold Cup got traded from my beloved Sporting Kansas City, where he scored 66 goals and 149 appearances, to go to Orlando City, where he once spent time there on loan in 2013 when Orlando was in the 2nd division, so they know firsthand what a special player and person that he is. So in summation, I'm pretty disappointed to see him go. I really am. But SKC got a lot of allocated money for him, and that will really help the club go out and get quite a few players in return for losing 1, so I'm excited about the possibilities. Also, if this is the time that you want to know what allocated money is and how trades actually work in MLS, since all the players are technically owned by the league and not the clubs, it's way more complicated than I have time to explain or want to explain. So trust me, it's a good deal for both clubs, unless Dom Dwyer doesn't sign a new deal when his expires at the end of next season. And if that happens and he leaves, then Orlando, yeah, they're Also, in crazy breaking news, my former head coach in Kansas City, Kurt Analfo, just got fired by the LA Galaxy after only 7 months on the job, and then they hired my former college coach at UCLA and one of the most successful coaches in MLS history, Ziggy Schmid, days after they just signed Gio Dos Santos' brother, Jonathan, from Villarreal. And damn, dude, the struggling Galaxy has decided that they are done struggling, so they are making moves. And I really think that that's in their best interest, because LAFC is coming next season, and LAFC are going to try and run the LA market right from the get-go. So yes, good move by the Galaxy to remain relevant. I mean, they've won more MLS Cups than any other club, so they have that going for them. But I get the sense that LAFC is coming for the jugular. They're going to try to stomp on the Galaxy's throats. That's gonna be a great rivalry when it gets started. And finally, if you haven't heard this already, listen to this. MLS were reportedly offered $4 billion over a 10-year term for their global media rights by MP and Silva co-founder Ricardo Silva, who owns Miami FC, which is managed by Italian legend Alessandro Nesta, which is a fun fact for you. But here's the catch for this $4 billion. MLS has to put promotion and relegation into their system, and MLS said they're not interested. Now, before you get triggered, in fairness to MLS, they're in the middle of their current broadcast deal with ESPN, Fox, and Univision Deportes. So it'd be very unprofessional of them to discuss future deals publicly. But how do they not seriously consider this? Sure, they've always negotiated directly with broadcast partners rather than selling their media rights to a third party who would then become the middleman and broker all of the deals, because that would be asking MLS to get out of their comfort zone. And that's tough sometimes. It's a big bad world out there. And sure, the owners that already pay tens of millions of dollars, if not hundreds of millions of dollars to get into the league or to maintain their status in the league, would be very wary of risking their investment by going down to a second division, because that would be asking the owners to stop wearing their safety jackets in the MLS swimming pool and forcing them to swim on their own like big boys and girls, like adults. So that again would be asking them to get out of their comfort zone, and that's scary. It's scary out there. I don't want to burst my little bubble. But we need to get out of our comfort zone to truly grow and evolve and to create an environment that fosters competition on all levels for the players, for the coaches, and for the owners. And I think the implementation of promotion and relegation and letting clubs be autonomous without the overreach of MLS impacting all of their decisions would go a long way to making that happen. And I could go on and on and on about this, but instead, I'm gonna send you to something I wrote about for ESPN in 2009 while I was still a player. Yeah, I was playing and using my brain. It was crazy. And I think it still resonates today, 8 years later. So if you're into reading, or if you're into this topic, or if you're into reading and this topic, you should check it out. The link will be in the description. And all right, that's it. That is all I got for today. I'll see you tomorrow. And also, Warmballers for life. Later.